Hey guys, what's up? Clunk here, and today I'm going to be playing some Orcs Must Die 2 with my friend Jeremy.
Heyo.
And today we're going to be starting a new type of series, I guess. This will be kind of a commentary-like thing, where we'll pick a topic and go over it, as a commentary would usually work. And seeing as this is a gaming channel, I deemed it necessary to for our first topic, I guess, to be computer parts. So we're going to go ahead and start off, I guess, with graphics cards. And I guess we'll let Jeremy go first. Jeremy, you can go ahead and tell them what you have currently and what you're upgrading to, because I know you were planning on, well, actually, I know you just bought new PC parts. So you go
Yeah.
ahead and let them know.
Yeah, I currently have the AMD 5860, I believe, or it's either that or 5650. Um, and I just bought the 660 NVIDIA graphics card, not the TI, unfortunately, only the normal version because they were all sold out of the TI.
Very nice, very nice. I think for my graphics card as of right now, I have an NVIDIA GeForce 550, which isn't quite the best card, but I also was on a budget when I built this gaming computer, which I actually didn't cover on this channel. It was on my previous channel, but I covered that on a previous channel where I had built my computer. I think it was like 750 total by the time I was done. So I kind of had to pick some lower end parts to begin with. I still got pretty good bang for my buck, but right now I have a 550, and I plan on upgrading in the future, probably within the next month or so, once I get some money in, either to the 660, or if I have enough money, probably the 680, just because of the performance increase you get from that. But anything else you'd like to cover in that topic, Jeremy? Anything you want to say?
Not besides just if people who don't know what those cards are, like they're just basic specs. Is the current AMD one I have now? It's only a 1 GB video memory, whereas the 660 has a 2 GB. So it's a
Yeah.
significant upgrade.
Yeah, my card, I believe I have a 1 GB card at the moment, but like I said, I do plan on upgrading to the 660, which I will hopefully get a TI maybe, or I hear the 670 for the win is pretty good too. But it all depends on how much money I have coming in within the next month or so. But yeah, I think I have a 1 GB card as of right now, which, like I said, plays what I want it to do for now, like games like this. But when it comes to any like high-powered games, like I can still play Battlefield on medium settings, but it's not like top of line specs. I definitely can't play and record at the same time. Shit. Um, but I mean, it plays what I want it to do for now. So, but it's for a gaming channel. I want to upgrade to a more higher end card so I can, play and record at the same time without having either a severe hit on my PC performance or having to take a crappier video. So, it is what it is. But I guess next on the list we'll go ahead and cover CPUs. What do you have right now, Jeremy?
I currently have an Intel i3 quad core 2.9 gigahertz processor. It's decent, but it's really not that great. But I just yesterday I ordered the AMD. It's a 8350. It's a AM3 Plus socket
Very nice.
processor with 4 gigahertz and 8 cores.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I believe mine, I have the 4100 by AMD as of right now, which I have overclocked to 4.05 gigahertz. I would upgrade in the future, but as of right now, I think the rest of my PC is good enough for now to, just focus on my graphics card before anything else. And so, like you said, you're building a brand new computer, so you kind of have to. But if you have the money, you might as well go all out, because the one you're getting, I believe you said you're getting the 8 core one, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, the 8 core one, from what I hear, is really good at 3D rendering, and especially CPU intensive games like shit, what was it? Arma.
Arma, yeah.
Yeah, Arma and games like that are very CPU intensive. It's a really good processor. You'll get a much higher frame rate regardless of your graphics card, but you said you're switching over to a 660, so either way you should have some pretty good performance out of
Yeah.
that in combination
Yeah, I should
with
definitely be able to play Arma and Daisy, even Taviana on Daisy, probably on Ultra with a really good frame rate. So I'm happy for
yeah.
that. Excited for that.
Yeah, that's good, definitely for sure. But oh shit. Um I guess we can go ahead and move on to motherboards now. I can't think of anything else to talk about in the CPU section.
All
Um,
right.
what motherboard do you have as of right now?
Currently, I honestly don't know. It's an Asus. That's all I know.
Oh
Because I
yeah,
bought it from because I bought my computer from Best Buy, and they're just like, yeah, it's a good motherboard, and that's basically all they told me.
oh yeah. Didn't you buy a
Yeah.
pre-built computer and then just add it
Yeah, I
on
bought
to
a
it?
pre-built computer and then just added my graphics card, and now I'm buying all these other things.
Gotcha, gotcha. Um, as of right now, I have the MSI 970A G46. Um, it's a decent motherboard. It supports everything I want it to for right now. And by the way, just for future reference, guys, I will be trying to have pictures overlaying in the video of all these different products, links to all these products. That way, you guys can go check them out. But what you call it? I have, like I said, an MSI motherboard, which I'm pretty pleased with. For I think it was like $110. I'm not exactly sure. I've had this computer for a few months now, so I don't quite remember all the prices. But like I said, I'll put a link in the description for all that stuff. But I think I have two USB 3s, which is cool, but I don't really use USB all that often. Besides, keyboard, mouse, that kind of thing. Um, my headset, I really don't use USBs too often, so that's not really too big of a deal for me. But it has two USB 3.0s, six, I believe, maybe a few more USB 2.0s, and then it also has serial uh, ATA ports on the back, I believe, the eSATA ports. Um, 7-channel audio built in. I mean, of course, it's not going to be the highest end audio because it is built into the motherboard, but it does the job. I don't have like a hardcore gaming headset as of right now, so me spending all that money on a new sound card would just kind of be a waste as of right now. So I figured I'd just wait until maybe like if I get a better gaming headset, which I do plan to do in the future, but that's a little bit further down the list. Like I said, new graphics card is a little bit more necessary. Trying to think of everything else it has on it. I can't think at the moment. I should have written it down, but it has a little bit of everything useful. It's got everything I need. It's got two um, two PCI 2.0 slots and um, two or three PCI Express, which one I have of course, my graphics card in, and then I also have a Wi-Fi card installed since I'm not able to be hardwired right now. But that's all I can remember as of right now. I don't really look at the back too often because once I have everything plugged up, obviously you don't really need to go back there too often. But any ports you want to talk about that your motherboard has special out of the ordinary, Jeremy?
Um, well, just besides the one I just ordered yesterday, it's an Asus. It's an Asus M5A97.
Oh, nice.
It seems pretty decent. It was about $100, and it has two PCI slots and four PCI Express. It can support the AM3 processor socket, of course. I had to make sure that if I'm going to buy an
Yeah.
AM3 Plus processor,
Yeah, of course.
and just basically made sure I had enough ports for everything that I use. I don't remember the channels of audio or anything like that. I just made sure it could support everything.
Yeah, like I said, unless you're using like a high-end gaming headset,
Yeah,
it
which
shouldn't
I'm
matter.
not. I
Yeah.
think our headsets are on par with each other.
Yeah, for the most part, I've As of right now, I'm still using a Turtle Beach X1, but I do plan on sometime in the future getting maybe a Z6A, but those are $100. And like I said, graphics card kind of has to come first, so it is what it is. So what kind of power supply do you have at the moment, or do you know?
At the moment, I really wish I would have known this when I first bought my PC. I pulled a retard moment and didn't look at the power supply when I bought this thing.
Mhm.
And it's only a 350 watt power supply, which any
Wow.
gamer knows is complete shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, yesterday I just went on a buying spree of a whole bunch of shit, parts, and I got an 850 watt power supply.
Oh, that's good. I believe that's what I have right now. The only regret I have is that mine's not modular, because my current case is not very good with cable management, and so that kind of makes it difficult for me, especially with all those wires. They're really thick braided cables, and so I kind of have an issue with cable management. But I mean, my power supply has room for upgrade, but I was stuck with the dilemma of should I get two of the card I have now, or should I get, you know, just a 660 or a 680, whichever one I have the money for at the time. And I sat down and thought about it for a while. I think I decided on just getting one powerful card rather than two not as powerful cards, because since I only have the 550 Ti 1 gig card, it's not the greatest card in the world, and I don't think I would get as good of a performance boost out of having two of them as I would from just having one 680 or one 660. So that's why I just kind of chose to stick with the one card method, especially because my power supply, with it being uh, an 850 watt, I don't think I would be able to support that many cards to run two at the same time. So uh, it is what it is. But for what my card does right now, or not my card, sorry, my power supply, it works. So that's good, but it's not going to be very good for in the future. I let a few in, by the way. Sorry.
Oh,
Um,
nice man.
all right. What kind of hard drive and whatnot do you have in your computer as of right now, or did you order any new ones, or what?
I'm sticking with the same one I have right now. It's a 1 terabyte, which is anything lower than that, you should upgrade your hard drive. I suggest.
Yeah.
I
I
use a 1 terabyte, and I don't have any external, so I'm just completely relying on the 1 terabyte right now. It fits most of my stuff. I am kind of running low. I only have like 100 gigs left, so occasionally I have to go through and delete some of those useless movies I don't watch anymore and whatnot, or
yeah.
games I don't play anymore.
I still don't know how you fill up that much space, because right now
It's a lot easier than it sounds, especially if you download a whole bunch of movies to your computer like I do.
yeah, like right now I have a 500 gig primary boot, and then I have a 2 terabyte which used to be an external, but I took the external enclosure off and made it into an internal, just plugged it in on the inside, and I mean, so far that's been working out fairly well for me, but that's a 2 terabyte thing, and even when I record videos, I have them record to that, and those take up a lot more space than movies. I mean, these video files that I'm recording can be up to 5, 6, sometimes even up to 10 gigabytes a piece. You have multiple videos stored on there at the same time, and especially because I like to keep backups just in case I ever lose it on YouTube or something like that. It makes it a lot. It takes up a lot of space. I like to keep a backup of all the videos, even ones after production, after editing, that kind of thing, even after it's uploaded to YouTube, just in case, for whatever reason, something happens and it's not on YouTube anymore, and I have to re-upload it. I won't have that file anymore, and so I'll be stuck without it, and I'm about to die.
Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of the game, I got money bags over here.
Oh, nice. Damn it, I'm about to die. Yeah, fuck me. I kind of forget what I was saying now because of that whole dilemma. Yep, we just
Oh,
lost.
we lost.
Yeah, they just
Nice,
all,
man.
They just
Nice.
kind of all broke through. That's not my fault. Okay,
Yeah, man, that's not your fault whatsoever.
that was not my fault. We'll just continue
Yeah.
with this story, and we'll just play halfway through until we finish
All right.
with our thing. So let's go to campaign menu, and I'll hit hit you up with another invite. Anyway, back on. Oh no, shit, never mind. You're already in here. Um, back on topic. My 2 terabyte, even with all my videos still saved on it, you need to ready up. With all my
Oh.
videos saved on it, I still have like a full almost terabyte of space left, and so I just don't know how you guys can fill up that kind of space, but it depends on the person, honestly, I think. But like I said, I have a 500 gig primary boot, which I do plan on upgrading in the future to an SSD. I don't necessarily want to get an SSD for like to use to store things on. I just want to have it to boot off of, so I'm just going to get like an 80 gig SSD and then boot off of that, and then that way I can store everything to this 500 gig and this 2 terabyte. As of right now, I don't have it in any RAID configuration because last time I tried RAID, that was just a big clusterfuck of no. So I've decided against RAID. I mean, one day maybe if I can figure it out, it'd be nice, but I don't mind storing things on 2 hard drives. I have my Steam games installed to my 2 terabytes, so it can free up more space on my primary, so I have better boot times, that kind of thing. But I just wanted to get an SSD to boot to just so I could have the faster boot times and faster overall performance. Maybe put like 1 or 2 games on there that I play every day, like DayZ and stuff like that, games that I play often. And so that way they would load fast. But honestly, it's not too big of a deal. So are you planning on getting anything else in the hard drive department, Jeremy, or are you just going to leave it as is?
I mean, eventually I want to get a 2 terabyte external like you have, just to upgrade. But as of right now, I'm good for as far as hard drives go.
Huh, awesome. What kind of RAM do you have in your computer right now?
Currently, it's 8 gigs. Eventually, I want to get 16, of course. But as of right now, current gen games and probably next gen games as well, 8 gigs is enough to run anything.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part. I mean, the recommended for game, well, not necessarily recommended, but the most you'll ever need in gaming, I believe, is like 16 gigs. So to have any more than that's kind of pointless, unless you're doing a lot of video editing, so you can have like faster render times and faster previews, RAM previews, that kind of thing. So that's when that would become helpful. But even me, I do a fair amount of video editing and photo editing and that kind of stuff. And 16 gigs works just fine for me. I don't use any more than that rarely. I mean, games themselves don't use that much. And Windows doesn't use nearly that much at all. So
I believe Windows uses like 1 gig.
yeah, Windows 7 64-bit I believe uses 1 gig.
Yeah.
But I have 16 gigabyte Kingston RAM at I believe a little bit over 1600 megahertz. I was trying to overclock that slightly from its stock, or maybe I have it at 1800. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I'd have to restart my computer and go check in the BIOS as to what I have. But I believe it's at 1600. It may be 1800, but either way, it works good enough. I mean, you can definitely tell the difference between 8 gigs of RAM and 16, but it's really only in certain applications that you'll really be able to tell. But other than that, I don't think there's a lot more to talk about there. What case do you currently have right now? Is it like a well-known case, or is it just kind of like an everyday casual case?
Currently, this is an everyday casual Asus mid tower.
Gotcha.
Nothing
Gotcha.
special about it.
What did you buy to go with your new computer?
I bought the Thermaltake Chaser Mark 1 or Mark I don't know which one that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Um, I believe you've had some experience with that case, haven't you?
Yeah, I built a computer for a friend, and I used that case. The only thing I didn't like about that case was when I built his, it like the circuitry up top that was used to run the fan controllers and stuff like that, and the LEDs and all that stuff. Because I believe it has 3 200 mil fans.
Two 200 mil fans, yeah.
Yeah.
One on front, one on top, I believe. Or it's one on the side, one on top, something like that.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. But I for whatever reason the circuitry with that doesn't work properly. At least on maybe he got a defective case. I don't know, but the circuitry on that was not working properly, and I actually, because they're all wired together inside into like one junction, and then that junction leads to your motherboard to plug in for power, obviously. But for whatever reason, it was not like it. I think the circuitry up top in that control panel, like the LEDs weren't coming on at all. They would just flicker sometimes when I guess a certain amount of power got to it, and then the fans themselves wouldn't even stay on. But I think that was more of a defective board than it was more than it was the case itself. By the way, we have those flying things that are getting in now, so that's making things
Oh,
difficult.
okay. That's good to know.
But but yeah, that's a cool case. Right now, I believe I have the Cooler Master Elite case, which I do really like. Shit, we are gonna lose this thing soon.
We're still good. I mean, I'm holding my end over here.
I have
Pretty good.
flying things. I have people
Oh, yeah.
around. They're everywhere. But the case I have right now is a Cooler Master Elite. I don't remember if I just said that or not. I probably did. But I I was planning on in the future when the 900D by Corsair comes out, I was going to get that, but I've recently been talking to a friend. We're going to be building a computer case inside of a desk. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of those before, but it is it's pretty much exactly how it sounds. It's a normal desk that you would make. You pick your material. I believe he's making his out of some sort of aluminum. But you pick your material, obviously, and then you would just make it as a normal desk, and then you would make like a dip inside of the inside of it, like make a pocket inside of the desk itself, and that will allow you to place all of your computer parts in there, and then you can kind of make it to the size that you need, not just have to spend $350 on a case like the 900D when it comes out. I believe they said their price point's going to be $350. They only wanted to make it $50 more than the 800D, but we're gonna go ahead and build one for him first, and then we're going to build one for me afterwards, if all goes well. I'll probably do a covering video on that when we actually build it. But I can't think of anything else to talk about with that. What about peripherals? What do you have now, and what are you planning on getting? Mouse, keyboard, headset, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Currently, I have the Turtle Beach X12, which is basically just the newer generation version of his X1.
Yeah.
It's literally the same headset, but you can adjust the bass as well as the normal gain volume.
Yeah.
Currently, right now, I just have your average run-of-the-mill ergonomic keyboard. Nothing gaming special about it. I eventually do want to get a gaming version of it, but as far as right now, I'm fine with my current one.
Nice.
As far as mouse, I just have your average mouse, but I did order the G700, Logitech G700, which Clunk here has done a review on it.
Yeah, I have a video up on my channel about it.
Yeah, which was a pretty nice review, I'd say. If you guys are looking into that mouse, I'd suggest you watch it.
For the price point, it's a pretty good mouse. Oh shit, you're
Yeah.
getting overrun over there.
Yeah, I'm getting smacked over here.
I see that. Literally getting smacked.
Yeah, literally by that ogre.
Yeah, like Jeremy mentioned, I have the G700 gaming mouse, which I absolutely love. I never thought a peripheral could change my game so much, but games like Battlefield 3 and things like that, where you have to switch through weapons fast, and things like that, like switch from your medic bag or your defibrillator, that kind of thing, to your like, I don't know, your medic bag, defibrillator, primary, secondary, that kind of thing. It makes, instead of scroll wheeling or pressing 1 through 4 or whatever it is, it makes it just so much easier. You're able to just because the review I have, you have 4 buttons on your side here where your thumb sits, and those I all have assigned to like for Battlefield. I have a profile set up where I have 1 through 4 written to those buttons, so I can switch from secondary, primary, my equipment, that kind of thing, with ease without having to worry about it. And it's so improved my game by so much. I never thought peripherals could ever increase your game that much, but it really does. But other than that, I have a Razer Black Widow. I believe it's a 2012. It's just the normal edition. It's not the Ultimate Edition or whatever they call it. But I really like it. I mean, really the only reason I bought it was because of the mechanical keyboard part of it. It wasn't really for Razer or anything like that. It was just I wanted a mechanical keyboard, and from what I've always heard, Razer's been a pretty good gaming keyboard in the past, so I figured I'd give them a try. And I'm pretty satisfied with the G7, not the G700, Jesus, the Razer Black Widow. I like it a lot. So like Jeremy said, I have the X1 also headset, and I think that's it peripherals wise. I mean, I have some speakers, but they're just some Logitech speakers. I don't know the number for it, whatever kind they are, but they're just some Logitech 2.1 speakers. But other than that, I don't really think there's too much else to talk about here. Can you think of anything else, Jeremy?
PC wise, no. It seems like we pretty much covered it. Monitors, actually.
Oh yeah, I forgot about monitors. Jesus.
Yeah. What are we thinking?
Well, what do you have right now, Jeremy?
Currently, I don't use a official PC monitor. I use a TV, which some people will hate me for doing that, but I prefer it. I use a Vizio 37-inch TV.
It depends on your play style, and if you can tolerate the input lag, then more power to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for me, like when I was using my my TV as a monitor before I bought this monitor, even though it is a 720p TV, it's not like it's a bad TV or anything. It worked just fine. But when it came to gaming and stuff like that, it wasn't registering immediately. Like it was like a 5 millisecond lag time, and that was just getting me killed all too often just because of stupid things like that. And so, we have more flying things. We're going to lose here in a minute. I can't stop.
Probably
them. They
so.
won't get shot. Or they won't get hit, sorry. Yeah, we only have 5 left.
Yeah, because they're just bolting straight for it.
Yeah. But right now I'm using an Acer 20-inch LED monitor. I love it. I believe it has a 12 million to 1 contrast ratio, 2 millisecond lag time, and I can't think of the rest of the specs on it. I do have a secondary monitor. I'm using my TV right now, but I do plan on getting either another one of the exact monitor I have right now, or maybe the 24 to 27 inch range version of this monitor from Acer. Both of them I've looked at. One of my friends has the 27 inch monitor, and it's pretty good. But right now I'm just using my TV as a secondary monitor. So other than that, but I might be using my mom's old monitor downstairs, which you would not think was that great of a monitor because it's from a computer that's like 6 years old. But for whatever reason, the monitor on that thing, it doesn't look quite as good as this one, but for as old as it is, it looks pretty good. So I was thinking about swapping out my TV because my TV is a 22 inch, and that's what I'm using right now, and that's just too much. It takes up too much room on my desk, and so that's why I was gonna downgrade, because that monitor is a 20 inch, but it's not a 16 by 9 like most gaming monitors are. It's like a 4 by 3, I think that is. We are about to lose right here, so we might as well just wrap it up.
Yeah.
But it's a 4 by 3. So, but yeah, I think that about wraps it up, guys. make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of this. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be covering, so if you guys can think of any topics, go ahead and write those in the comments or send me a message on YouTube, whatever floats your boat. But anyway, thanks guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Hey guys, what's up? Clunk here, and today I'm going to be playing Orcs Must Die 2 with Jeremy.
Heyo.
Alright, and today, while we're playing this, I'm going to try to start a new type of, I guess you could call this a commentary, but it is going to be, we'll just pick a topic and go over it, and for the first video, I figured since this is a gaming channel more related towards PC gaming, this would be an appropriate topic to cover, so we're going to go ahead and go over computer parts while we play here. So I guess the first thing we'll get into is graphics cards. Jeremy, I guess you can just go ahead and list what you have at the current moment and then what you're ordering, because I know you have now ordered new things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I currently have the AMD. Why the hell am I a girl? First of all, I always want to cover that.
Just roll with it.
Alright, okay. First of all,
fuck this, restart.